Hey, hello everybody. It's cold. I'm wearing a hat. Alright, today, big day. I've been looking forward to making this. We're gonna do bagels. Everybody loves bagels. I'm just gonna start out with doing plain bagels. Keep it simple.
Plain bagels.
Plain bagels. Plain bagels are still good. So, it's a really simple recipe. We're gonna put in ourselves 1 cup of water. Although, I'm gonna have to take issue with I'm using the bread book by Catherine Hawkins, and there's a vague direction here, so I'm going to take issue. It says 4.5 cups plain white flour, and every other place it said all-purpose flour or bread flour, and I guess, is there a plain flour as well? I'm going to be using bread flour, so I don't know if that's going to mess our recipe up.
Flour.
Bread flour, so we added our water. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil. And I don't have sunflower oil, so I'm going to go ahead and use just good old canola oil. I'm hoping the vegetable oil will be good enough.
I don't need one of those spoons.
1, because it's called a measuring spoon, and it measures an exact amount that I want, because we're making an edible chemistry experiment here. Let's get all that oil out now. Alright. 2 tablespoons extra fine sugar, and since I am... Okay, just as long as you stay behind the camera, please. Okay, you can play with the animals over there. Just go ahead, come on. You're okay. You're okay. So I'm measuring spoon pour, and I'm lazy. I'm not going to wash, so I'm going to do 4 half tablespoons to get my 2 tablespoons of extra fine sugar. I'll use a knife to even it off so I don't do too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. More. There we go.
No more.
Count with the count. Make sure you replace the lid on your sugar so you don't have a mess. Okay, 2 teaspoons salt. Make sure you're using a teaspoon, not a tablespoon. Okay, so we're going to use 2 of these. Again, it's always good to bring a knife and flatten everything off so you have an exact measure. Be amazed. With things like salt, too much, you'll kill your yeast. Sugar too.
Sugar too.
Well, they like sugar, but not too much. Okay. 4.5 cups plain. Now here's the problem. Are we supposed to use all-purpose flour, plain flour, bread flour? He says plain flour. I don't know enough about flour to know. Let's see. I might need to replenish my flour supply. We'll have to turn the camera off maybe.
Why?
1. 2. Hold on. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. 2. 3. Almost. We're not ready yet. 3. Down to the nitty gritty on the flour here. We're gonna have to go refill from our 50-pound sack.
4.
Hold on. Wait for it. 4. And last but not least, a half. So it's gonna be 4.5.
I'm gonna put this over here.
Okay, just don't bump the camera, please. And a half. Yeah. No, Katya, I'm almost done. How about you wait till I'm done? I only have to add 2 teaspoons of yeast, and we're done, Katya. I'll just set it and forget it. At least for 1.5 hours, I won't worry about it. Make an indentation in the flour for your yeast, although honestly, I don't think that makes a huge difference because it
No more?
gets pretty mixed pretty thoroughly pretty quickly.
What is that?
That's yeast. That's what makes the magic happen. 1,
1,
2,
2.
2 teaspoons of yeast. Mwah, ah, ah, ah.
I can jump up.
Please don't jump off. Okay, we're almost there. Ba-ba-ba. Make a small indentation. Put the yeast. Alright, I think we're there.
Give me.
Let's plug her in.
Hey.
Open it up. Go to number 9 for dough, whichever your bread machine is. Select the dough setting. Bread machine.
Bread.
We're all about making it easy. Call this fairly easy. Bam! An hour and 30 minutes later, we're gonna be ready to be on our way to bagels. Bagel time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, guys. See ya in an hour and a half, and we'll keep going. Bye-bye. It beeped!
Beep.
Alright, it's been an hour and a half. Let's see what our...
See it.
You want to see it? It looks pretty good, huh?
Gosh.
That's fairly well risen, so we're supposed to... Oh, you have to be patient. We have to do some more stuff before we put this in the oven. When the cycle is complete, turn the dough onto a lightly floured surface and knead into a smooth, round ball.
A ball? A little ball?
A little ball? Okay. Into a smooth, round ball. We can do that.
Yeah. Why you have to use it with your hand?
Because that's called kneading. Okay. Divide into 8 equal pieces. So let's see. That's 2.
That's 3.
That's 4.
4. That's 1.
Mama's gonna want one, yeah. So I think I'm doing this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll
1,
have
2,
8.
3, 4, 5.
The baby caused me to rethink my plan here for a second. So what we're left with are all these pieces, and so now we're taking these, and we're supposed to shape each of these into a smooth round instead of a little triangular shaped wedge. So that kind of looks like a round. And then the next step is to take, I've oiled the end of a spatula, and I'm going to poke it through. So let's see how that works. Yeah, not bad. Then I'm supposed to lightly grease. Already did that. Carefully transfer to an oiled baking sheet. So over here, I'm being lazy. So what I did was I put some parchment paper down, and we'll put the bagel there.
The bagel over there.
The bagel over there. So let's make this into another kind of a round.
Meow meow.
Make our hole. Boop, boop, boop. Poke it through. Got a hole.
Oh.
We'll set these with some room apart from them.
Okay.
I can already tell that one's going to be a little bit bigger.
Go, 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 go.
Alright, sorry about that, everybody. Had a delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 11. I don't need that. Okay. Oh, let go. Okay. Pizza. How to pizza? backpack, Mama. It can go over here.
It's not very good already. I can tell that some of them are not very uniform.
There's book of.
See if I can space these so that I can actually fit all that I need to fit on here.
Oh. Hello. It was your friend. Okay. Listen to everybody. Listen everyone. Listen everyone.
Katya, please be careful. Alright. Yeah, some of these are enormous and other ones are a little dinkier.
Okay, come on. It's all sad. Oh, come on. Everywhere.
Alright, so then we're supposed to cover these with some oiled saran wrap. So let's see how we can do that.
That's your way. Move.
So I think what I'll do is I'll lay out some saran wrap and I'll try oiling it and then flip it over and hopefully that'll work. First time doing this, so we'll give it a shot.
Oh, sorry about that.
So let's see here.
Yes,
A little bit of oil. I'll try to spread that around.
This way? Is that one?
We're actually going to need more.
Hello. Come on, like me. Hey, this one. Hello.
What a mess.
You can go.
I'm not sure how you're supposed to oil saran wrap nicely, but it's not working. Hopefully this won't stick though. Hopefully it was worth the trouble. Okay, so what I'm hoping is going to work is I just pick this up and drape it over the bagels.
What do you mean? Oh, okay. Come on, Jenna.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Pardon me.
Come on, Jenna.
So here's what we got.
Ready for you.
Oiled and resting. We'll set our timer for 20 minutes.
For 20 minutes again?
And then we'll start on our next round. Alright, so these have rested for 20 minutes. I'm going to remove the saran wrap. Put that away. It says you're supposed to reopen the holes if necessary. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And I'm also buying some time for water to boil, so I might have to stop the video again for a second because I'm waiting for some water to come to a boil. I didn't plan this out very well. You need to boil the bagels first and then bake them. So we're bringing water to a boil and reduce to a very gentle simmer and poaching for 2 or 3 bagels in the water for 1 minute. So what I'm not sure is that a minute per side or a minute total. So I guess I'll flip them after about 30 seconds in boiling water. I think I'll be able to do about 2 at a time. Get a minute going on the timer. Okay, try to get 2 of these going at a time. So at 30 seconds I'll go ahead and flip these. Said a minute, didn't say a minute per side. I feel the directions probably should have said a minute total so that I don't have to guess. But oh well, life's rough. So we're about 30 seconds, so I think I'm going to try flip it over, flip it over. Alright. Timer goes off. Bagel dumplings. That spoon is almost not strong enough to lift these. Alright, let's flip them. Not the prettiest looking bagels, at least not yet. But we're hopeful. I think while that's going on, I'm gonna get my egg yolk glaze. So I've separated out an egg yolk. I'm just gonna kind of rake it up with my brush, and then I'm gonna use that to glaze the bagels. Now, I said egg yolk, not egg white, so I'm hoping I'm doing the right thing here and that wasn't just a typo. Alright. Alright, here we go. So rather than trying to fight it, I think I'm just going to do 2 baking sheets. Okay. That one over there. Here's our primary one. Make sure each one of them gets a little glaze before I run out of it. Then I'll go back and do a little better job on them. Alright, let's see here. So back you up a little bit. And we'll put these in. How long does it say? Bake in the oven about 15 minutes until richly golden. Okay, richly golden. 15 minutes. Alright, we'll come back and see what they look like.
Do you have Papa?
So, kind of interesting. That looks pretty good.
Oh my God.
I almost think we're gonna go a little bit longer on these. I'll do another minute. Maybe a minute and a half. So looking at these, the directions say to use an egg yolk glaze. So I'm assuming I separated out the white and I used just the egg yolk. But it's interesting how, compared to how much mine yellowed with the egg yolk, I wonder if I used too much. And I need to go a little bit lighter probably. It's things you learn as you go. So anyway, that's what we were going for, right? That's a beautiful bagel. And this is what we got. You can see my egg yolk glaze browned on there and yellowed in some places. So we'll see. The proof will be letting this set and actually eating it. So I think what I'll do is I'll transfer those to the wire rack. I'll let the other one finish up, and we'll come back in a minute. That's what we're working with there. I guess they look like bagels. Some came out better than others for sure. So the proof will be in testing. But they look good. I think they'll be okay. Alright, so these have only been cooling for about 12 minutes, but I'm hungry. So these should have been sitting a lot longer. I'm curious what they look like inside. Yeah, I'll be darned if that doesn't look like a bagel. Alright, we'll throw that in the toaster oven and see what it tastes like. Alright, fresh out of the toaster. Put a little cream cheese. Alright, I'm gonna make a bagel witch out of this, but I'll give you what the first bite impression is like with just some cream cheese on it. That's usually how I have bagels. Not bad. I don't think I've quite duplicated a Noah's bagel. It's not bad. Alright, I'm going to throw some turkey on this and we'll make a sandwich out of it. So, there you go. Do it yourself.